Okay, so in this video series, we're going to talk about working with colors. This is Learn with Eugene, a channel that teaches you data skills on your smartphones. And in this particular video, we're going to be learning how to work with colors. We want to understand different color concepts, why color is very important in the aspect of design. Now, before we continue, I'm going to show you a series of videos that, some series of pictures that uh, having several color designs. So let's see how they match. Let's see. Okay, now look at this color, for example. Now, if you look at this color, we're having multicolor in this design. Now, you can test to read that this thing doesn't actually look nice when you look at it. Some of the texts are unreadable, while some are, but the combination of colors are not actually fine. Now, someone else can actually give us a very nice design and containing all of this text, and yet you see it looks very much appealing. Now, let's check out some other uh, designs. Okay, so we get this. Now we can see this one in particular. Now you can see this one is actually colorful, yes, but are the text readable? No. Color is a very important aspect in design. Without colors, if you don't apply your colors properly, all of your time will just be but a wasted effort whenever you do designs. Okay, let's check another one before we talk more about this color concept. Now, if you look at this particular design, you observe that it has a good background, however, but the text mixture and everything, you look at it, it looks so much unreadable. All right, yeah, some of it is not well arranged, and the coloring is looks so appalling. All right, so let's check out some other design. Let's look at this. Let's look at these. Now look at this particular one. Okay, sorry, we don't need this. We want this. Okay, now if you look at this one, you can see that community needed, though it's quite readable, but the color is not actually matching on the background and it looks somehow appalling. And if you look at the bottom text, you can see where the hand is. It's very hard and difficult for you to bring this things out. Now, managing your colors very well in design is a very important aspect of your design. Colors are what brings out the beauty of design. If you don't know how to mix up your colors, you end up doing designs that are not nice. Now let's check out some good color combinations, and you see the good use of color. Now this is a very simple design, just simple color, few colors, but it looks very nice. You love to look at it. Now let's check out another one. We have other samples here. Yeah, let's look at this sample now. If you look at this sample, you see that it has multicolor, but yet if you look at it, it looks very good, very cool to read. You can see everything, all of the text are very much readable. All right, so that's for that. Let's check out another one. um yes, we have another design. Now if you look at this one has just fewer colors, but if you look at them, it's very much appealing to also behold. And also lastly, I'm going to show you some other designs. Now look at this. Now when you look at this particular design, this one also has some multicolors. All right, it's got some multicolors here, but with it now you can see that you can read everything properly. All right, so one of the good thing about design is being able to read what you have designed. Now look at this one, very simple design, just more like a three color: white, purple, is that purple, dark pink, as you may say it, and white. All right, very simple color. The combinations are very nice and you can easily see what is there. So we're going to talk more about this now. Apart from color, another object, another very important aspect of design is what we call um, spacing. So we're going to talk about that in another video, but however, let's check this out. Now if you look at this, color combinations are very important. If you don't design your colors very well, if you don't design your job with very nice colors, you discover that you will not be able to have something appealing that people will look at. All right, so that is how it is with colors and color concept. So in this video, we're going to explore some more color options in this. What combinations makes good, or how should we combine colors? Now let's get started with our stuff. So we're going to save changes to this project as we open up a new project on this. Okay, let's get quit it and then open it up once again. Now we have a new project and we want to make up with colors. Now if I happen to work up with my background, so I'll come here, sorry, my background, let's see if I can have a very nice background. Okay, let me work with a solid color. Yeah, let me work with a white color. No, I don't need this. Let me choose a solid color. So I'm gonna use let's leave it white. Okay, now look at this color. Now for example, you can see that we have a text here, but for someone to read this text, it looks so strenuous. All right, so we're gonna see some color combinations that will give us some good view. So let's just copy this text. We're gonna work with this default text. We're just gonna copy it multiple times so that we can see some color combinations. Now, one thing you should understand in design is when you are having a design with a bright color background, then you have to use colors that are dark on the foreground. All right, so colors, we have what we call the back color, and we have the fore color. All right, the background color and the fore color. And the fore color is talking about the one at the front, the one on your text, while the background is talking about the one at the back of it. Now, because we have this now, this light background that we have, this white text does not really play so well. Now let's check out some other stuff. So I'm going to color this. Let's get on to color. Okay, now let me add red on this. You discover that this red is dark compared to this background. All right, so it's very much readable. Let's try out another one. Sorry, let's try out another one. Color. Now let's choose another color. Let's see if it's going to be very nice on it. So I'm going to use a brighter color and this. Now look at this. Now you also see that this color I've just chosen is trainers because it's a light color. All right. So if I need to actually use a good color on it, then I'll color of that nature on it, then I should better use the dark variation of it. And how can I do that? I can just simply come here, click on the plus, and then I could bring it down to this part. All right. So you can see it's dark. Yeah, so we get something nice on it, or I can also take back and then give it something darker. Sorry, back this, working with colors, solid color rather, so we can have something darker on it. So we have it. All right, so these are different uh color combinations. Now, if I need to use, let's say, green or lime, let's see how that works. Let's say lime color. All right. So now you can see it's a bit dark, but compared to the background, it's not having a good view. You have to strain your eyes to read what is there. Now, suppose it text is a smaller text now, you discover that it's very much difficult for you to read. So that is how it is. Whenever you are working with your colors, you have to make sure that you use dark color or dark colors for text or your objects when you have a light background. Now let's see when we have a dark background and know how it's going to work. So when we get this, uh, yes, this is a dark. Let's go back. A background color. Let's choose a dark color. All right. Now we've got a dark color. Now you see that all of our tests are out except these, which seem to be the same color with our background. All right. So let's see how we can bring this out. If we want to do it now, all we have to do is to change up our colors so that we can have a matching color. Sorry, we're still on our background. We want to go back to our text. We got our text color. So we can choose a text color that seems brighter. All right. So you can see that our light color fits well on our background. Now let's see if we have this text now. You can see our red text coming out nice. Let's duplicate this text and see what happens when it becomes a smaller text. Now you discover that because it's smaller now, it's become so strenuous to read. All right. So this text, you have to make sure that you have a good feel of colors whenever you're working with your designs. Just like the way you put on your clothes, you just have to make use of those clothes nature to select up your colors. No colors that match, and depending on the size of the text, your colors may be a bit more attractive or not. All right. So for example, in this text now, you can see that when we use red for this, we're able to read it a bit better. But when the text becomes smaller, we're unable to read it. All right. If we must read it, then we have to either zoom it out very well, or we have to strain our eyes to look at it very well. So for us to avoid that, you have to make sure that you use very bright colors on your background. So for example, I'm going to change this color now to, let's say, a white color. Okay, so you can see that white color brings it out very well. We can read this color very well. All right, so you can choose a variation of colors to make use of. Now some of us would like to also use gradients, and we want to use gradient colors. Discover that the gradients we are using does not match. Now this is one we used earlier on, and you can see that the text still comes out very fine. Now let's choose another gradient and see if it's going to match this color design. So this is black and white. Now when you use black and white, you discover that black part of it is no longer coming out very well because black is a dark color and the background is also dark. So we're going to use another different form of color. So let's check this out. This is blue. It's nice on our background, however, and then this color. So you can see the various variations of colors. Now remember, you can also choose the different gradients that you want. But the concept behind this is you make sure that you have good colors while you're working. When you're working with dark backgrounds, you use light colors on your text, and when you're working with light uh, light backgrounds, you use dark colors on your text. And when you're working with uh, dark colors on your background, then you use light colors on your text. So that's just the basics behind it. When you understand all of this, then you'll be able to make use of it very well. Now I want to show you one other example. Let's see when we have a background that looks shadowy. Let's see, let's take a picture from our album. Let's see, we choose this. So when we have this, for example, and we need to write a text on this, and let's see what we're going to do. If we have to bring up a text on this, now you discover that our text is not being so nice. Why some parts are readable, some parts are not readable because of the background, because our background has several variations. All right. So when we have a background with variations like this, and we need to work with a particular color of text, then what is the solution? The best solution to do is just to use our stroke on it. So we can just go and apply stroke. All right, so we give the stroke a dark color that will stand out from the background. Sorry, I've done something wrong. Coming to use stroke rather. All right, so we'll enable stroke, and for the stroke we have a dark color for the stroke. All right, you see it now. So this is it. Our text now comes out. All right, so we can actually use any other color. For instance, I may want to use this particular background color for the stroke. All right, so when I have it, so you see it still comes out. All right, so that's the importance of the stroke most times when you need to work with a variable color background. Then an important thing for you to do is to make sure that you add some strokes to your text so that the text can be very much visible whatever you're doing. So with this now we can have a good stuff. So, but also mind you, you cannot also be adding bright colors to it and expect it to actually be very nice. All right, so let's just take it one more time. Let's say add this. It looks so shouty. Look at the lime color against white, so we cannot easily read it. So you have to also choose a matching one. Since your text color is light, then you use a dark stroke on it. So in that way, the colors can come out very well. But in subsequent videos, we're going to talk about spacing as a very good element in design. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you are yet to subscribe, and if you are new, if you're a returning visitor, please do well to invite others to join this channel. All right, thank you.